So, thank you for coming online.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
So, yes, thank you for calling me online, your wonderful association. So, you want to start the chanting?
Yeah, Prabhu. Chant the prayers.
Is it better?
Hare Krishna, everyone. Please accept my humble obeisances. All good Shri Prabhupada. Thanks for joining in for the session. For a change, would anyone like to chant the prayers? Mangalacharan.
I can do it, Prabhuji.
Shiva Mataji, please.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Agnyatimirādhasya Gnānārjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swam Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uttapadakamalам Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Stvam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahita Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakham Stvamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Very, very nicely recited. Thanks so much. I think we are currently 13 and still people are joining in. I think 14 of us. So thanks everyone for joining in so far. There would be devotees who would be traveling for, as you know, the Rath Yatra is one of the colossal festival of the year is around the corner on 30th of June in Singapore. So devotees across globe would be flocking into the region or into Singapore, and you'll be gracing the occasion and extending the services as well. So in pursuit of that, Manu Prabhu would be traveling today to Singapore, and Sami Prabhu would be facilitating the session while Manu Prabhu would be here in Singapore. So that's a change, and I'd still be around to facilitate as a co-host and continue the momentum of this session going forward. With just an update there. In aspect to what my small relation which I had with Prabhu, there's a lot of philosophical verses and shlokas that he has been sharing, and I'm trying to compile them. And just for your pleasure, I'll try to share that. But given there are few priorities with the festivals also around, it'll take a bit of a time. But I'm almost 50% there, where he has been sharing very pertinent slokas and verses, which is supplementing Prabhupada's most uh, chanted or most used shlokas. So it's a supplement to that, and it's really very pertinent for preaching purposes. So that's a compilation that's under way, and that will be shared duly. So with that note, these are the few updates that I wanted to share, and thanks again for continuously giving your participation in these sessions and bringing in new souls who can actually take direct sakyat, direct association with a very senior and advanced devotee, which is very rare for as an opportunity when we get into the realm of associating with Krishna consciousness largely. So thanks again for joining in. So with that note, I'd like to pass on the mic to His Grace Sundar Gopāl Prabhuji. Please take this forward and extend your kind association as you have always been doing. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
So thank you again for inviting me to your wonderful association. So we like anyone who likes to start the program with their questions. It'll be very helpful.
Yeah, please, sorry to miss that. So you can chat or unmute and speak over. We are live as well on the YouTube, so I'll take the questions from YouTube and post here. But meanwhile, please don't hesitate to share any topic, any reflections that you may have, any doubts, or any topic that you would like to go over by Prabhu. So great opportunity to do so. So please feel free to do so. Prabhuji, actually the screen that you're sharing is completely white, blank. So we may have to reshare it if you are sharing something.
Screen is black, huh?
It's white, Prabhu.
It's white, completely white. So
White, huh? Come.
So
Okay,
maybe
I'll
we
try
can
it.
stop and share again probably.
I will come in again, huh?
That just seems to be a bit of a problem. Still same. Okay, maybe I think I have to assign Prabhu as host. Let's see. Sami Prabhu, could you make Prabhu as a host or a co-host rather than me?
Yes, Prabhu, he's already. One second.
Yes.
Now.
Okay.
Can you see my screen? Huh?
Not yet. Maybe the folio you can close and restart, Prabhu. Is it possible?
Share screen, no?
Yeah, now do again. Share screen and
Yeah, you're now co-host, so you should.
Okay, now you should be able to see. Can you see now?
yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
perfect. Yep. Mm.
Okay, got it. All right.
All right,
Oh, you,
guys, the devotees, please.
you're going to Russia, is it, Rahul? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to share one realization I had. So, if it's okay, may I share?
Yeah, because the devotee were asking me whether you're going there, you're part of ISKM or not.
No, yeah, Prabhuji, I had some realization regarding that. So, I wish to share. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Actually, yes, I had one realization that like I'm quite attached to my place where I am in India, but I was planning a trip abroad. Like one devotee had told that maybe yourself will be there in Russia, so I just planned one trip, and it's a very due to the war restrictions and the West has imposed sanctions. There was like a problem of having a shelter there. So one hostel, even on the Russian app I had booked, but one hostel they told me we won't accept foreigners. I had paid them also. They told you take your money, we won't give you the room. So I just I was kind of baffled and I approached the devotee, and I spoke to another hostel and they told you can stay, no problem. But I was feeling, like people say the food, clothing, and shelter, they are the material necessities. But I was saying, feeling that shelter is kind of a feeling of protection, and it's, I guess, spiritual also. Krishna is our shelter. So I was, praying to Krishna, like, help me, I should have shelter. And some distance away from my place, some people are feeling threatened by a flood, and they are praying to God that, let us our shelters be secured and there's no flood. And so like that I was wondering, like, it's my fortune that I can take shelter of Krishna through his teachings, devotees, and holy names. So even I have not met you personally, or no, not rendered much service, but Krishna has been kind enough to bestow some realizations. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, huh?
Hare Krishna.
You have a safe trip there?
Much, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
As it has been discussed in Srimad Bhagavatam 3:15-25 about the qualities required to enter in the supreme abode Vaikuntha. But if someone doesn't possess that and remembers Krishna at the time of death, is it possible for him to go to Vaikuntha? So we are going to Vaikuntha purely by the mercy of our spiritual master Srila Prabhupada. This is our saving grace. Prabhupada said if you follow the 16 rounds and chant this, follow the 4 principles and chant 16 rounds, then you're going back to Godhead is assured. So based on the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, then we are going back to Godhead. If you follow the 4 principles and chant 16 rounds. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So that's why our spiritual master's mercy, we get Krishna. We sing every day in the morning, right? Yasya prasada bhagavat prasada yasya aprasada nagati kutopi. You remember this verse? We chant every morning.
Yes, Prabhu.
So what is the meaning of this verse? What is the meaning of this verse? By the mercy of the spiritual master, we get Krishna. Yes?
Yes, Bhagavad.
Yes, Prabhu.
Without the mercy of the spiritual master, we cannot get Krishna, correct? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So, if Prabhupada is, declared by chanting and following, definitely you will reach the spiritual world. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So this is our saving grace, Without the mercy of the spiritual master, how to make advancement? Huh? Can make advancement.
No, Prabhu.
This is our, because you may try to follow, how much you can follow anyway. Huh? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So that Yasha Prasada Bhagavat Prasada, by serving or receiving the grace of the spiritual master, one receives the grace of the Supreme Lord. Yes? So this is our, what we say, saving grace, no? Without the mercy of the spiritual master, it's not possible to make any form of spiritual advancement. You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
My latest realization, Prabhuji, a devotee's life starts with worry but ends with hurry. Of course, if you are not a devotee, then you're always in misery. So to end misery, we take up our shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. Without taking shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord, there's no way you can come out of this misery. Krishna also said that in the Bhagavad Gita, The divine energy of mind consisting of the three modes of mental nature is difficult to overcome, but those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. So unless you come to Krishna, then there is no question of coming out of these miseries. So it says from the Lord Brahma planet down to the material lowest planet, there are places of misery. But if you come to Krishna, then you are free from this misery. After attaining me, the great souls or yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection. So once you come to Krishna or Krishna consciousness, then this worry stops. Even you are put into difficulty, you are not shaken, you are not disturbed. Yes. Hare Krishna, in Prabhuji, in my place, Matajis are not allowed to say Hari Bol. Is it a bona fide? Where's your place? Huh? Where's your place? Hello? Assam, Prabhu. Oh. So in Assam, they don't say Hari Bol. Oh, why is it so? Huh? Why the woman cannot say Hari Bol? Huh? Assamese. Oh, really? Anyway, I don't see it as a rule. Everybody can chant Hari Bol. I don't know why they don't allow that in your Assam, but everywhere in the world, everybody can chant Hari Bol. There's no restriction. Maybe you can try to find out why they don't say. When the ISKM gave initiation, they asked to work under the authority of ISKM. Srila Prabhupada never asked this prospective disciple to cooperate with ISKCON. So why is it compulsory in ISKCON, and is it the fifth regulative principle or what? How should we answer them? So, of course, during Prabhupada time, he said that you have to work under the authority of the GBC of ISKCON. That is there. It is not that you just get initiated in Prabhupada and become free for all. There's no such thing. You have to work under a temple president, or you have to work under some ISKCON authority. So
Yes, Prabhu.
similarly, we want you to work under our, because there's so many fractions and so many groups and so many anything. So we don't want you to take initiation and then, who's going to guide you? You become independent and do whatever you like. We don't want that. And Prabhupada also doesn't like that.
Yes, Prabhu. That's clear.
So we want you to work under our ISKM. Otherwise, why you come here and be with us? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct. You are free to choose anybody you like. We don't say that you must come only to us. But if you come to us, then this is our condition. Because we are concerned about your spiritual life.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, this is.
So if you are not prepared, then you don't have to come here. What? Nobody say you must come here, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Right. So we are not prepared if you are not prepared to take the guidance, then why you want to come here? Then we are also responsible to Prabhupada, because you're coming and we want to make sure you become trained up in proper standards. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, correct.
And if you don't want to surrender, then how to train you up? It is not that you come to Ritwik and then you just take somebody as a Ritwik representative and you work directly with Prabhupada. Of course, if you are very advanced, you can work with Prabhupada. We have no objection, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So everywhere, even Prabhupada time, you had to work under an authority, either the temple president, whichever temple you are, ascribed to. Not that you just stay independent, do whatever you like, anything you like. That doesn't work, no?
Yes, Prabhu. I
So,
think this is really common in Russia. This with Russian Ritviks, this is really common. I've noticed.
They think that, Ritvik means you just take some initiation, and then you forget about him and you go straight away and work with Prabhupada. How are you going to work with Prabhupada? You don't even know him, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So therefore our system is like this, and if you don't like it, nobody say you must come here, correct?
Yes.
Free to do whatever you like, nobody say no, correct?
Correct, Prabhu.
And we find that if anyone who comes and work with us, they are making good advancement. That is also there.
Yes, definitely.
And if you don't want to take that shelter, then too bad, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
We didn't say no, we didn't say you must. It's your choice, what, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you tell them like that.
Okay.
You
I'll
got a
say.
choice.
Thank
Whatever
you,
you
Prabhu.
want to do, you can do. Nobody is saying you cannot do. But if you want to work with us, then this is the thing. And that we are very particular about it, because we have seen far many people who come and take advantage of us, and we are not prepared to take that. We don't want to
Yes,
do. You understand? Just as you got independence, we also have independence to choose who can come and who cannot come. You
yes,
cannot
Prabhu.
impose your independence on us, and neither we can impose our independence on you. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
You explained that.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hmm. Hare Krishna. Mentioned that devotees are never afraid of anything because they trust Krishna. Likewise, how can we lose our fear or stop getting afraid of this illusion? So the moment you become a devotee, then you are taking shelter of Krishna. And because you are taking shelter of Krishna, Krishna is making you fearless. Hmm? That's why another name for devotees is called Akuto Bhaya. Akuto Bhaya means they are no more fearful. You understand? Because they know Krishna is going to protect. And wherever there is Krishna, Krishna is compared to the sun. And fear and all this are compared to darkness. But the moment you are in the sun of Krishna, then where's the question of darkness attacking you? Where? Correct. So devotees are in that consciousness. And the moment they are with Krishna, then yes, everything is finished. No one in this material world has become free from the four principles of birth, death, old age, and disease, even by fleeing to various planets. But now that you have appeared, my Lord, death is fleeing in fear of you. The living entities, having obtained shelter at your lotus feet, by your mercy, are sleeping full in mental peace. You see that? No? The living entities who have taken shelter of the Lord. Huh? You understand this? So devotee's position is this. They just like Prabhupada give the example of a child. If the child, if you go and attack him ordinarily, he will be very fearful and he will cry. But if the same child is holding the hands of the parents, then even if you attack him, by the strength of his holding the parent's hand, he will try to also beat you up. Is it not? Because he's holding the hands of the parents. So similarly, we are holding the hands of our Lord or taking shelter of his lotus feet, then there's no question of us becoming fearful. Yes? So there is no more fear. Hmm? It's the difference between a devotee and a non-devotee. A non-devotee is always fearful, no? The devotees who worship you are as the shelter of all beings disregard death and place their feet on his head. But with the words of the Vedas, you bind the non-devotees like animals, though they be vastly learned scholars. It is your affectionate devotees who can purify themselves, and others, not those who are inimical to you. Hmm? So try to understand. Uh, the devotees, because of they are taking shelter of the Lord, they can cross over this fearful situation. Hmm? But those who are not devotees, they get into big trouble. Hmm? You follow? The wise souls who understand how your Maya dilutes all living beings render potent loving service to you, for the source of liberation from birth and death. How indeed can fear of material life affect your faithful servants? On the other hand, your furrowing eyeballs, the triple rim wheel of time, repeatedly terrify those who refuse to take shelter of you. See that? Hmm? So you understand this? Huh? Yes?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So because we are taking shelter of Krishna, that's it. So you can become, very much confident, just like Prahlad Maharaj, because he was taken complete shelter of Krishna. So the fearful, Maya couldn't, his father tried so many ways to kill him because he was always having Krishna. He couldn't do anything. Yes? So
Yes, Prabhu.
similarly, if we are having Krishna, then there's no question of getting frightened. That's why devotees, they don't care whether they are going to hell or heaven, because they have the Lord, they are no more fearful. They don't mind going anywhere. Right? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
So our duty is to take shelter of Krishna.
Yeah, Prabhu.
Hmm? Sorry, my confusion was on the souls who get liberated, Brahman and Fajan. I have read that they will come back, but I also heard the completing information that they merge with the Fajan and don't come back. Paramahamsa, great yogi sages, could you elaborate on this? If you have ideas. Hmm. So in this verse, Persons who are falsely under the impression of being liberated without devotional service to the Lord may reach the goal of Brahmajyoti, this effulgence. But because of their impure consciousness and for want of shelter in the Vaikuntha Loka, such so-called liberated person again fall down to material existence.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So those people who go to this effulgence, that is not complete, because of one of taking shelter of the Lord's lotus feet, they fall down again into the material world.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's what I thought, and that's what I told her. But she thinks that is conflicting information, that some places is also mentioned that they do not come back also. So that I wasn't sure about, so I didn't answer anything.
So here it says they come back.
Yes, okay, Prabhuji.
In fact, some places, if those people who are in the effulgence, it says in Ishopanisha, they'll go to the darkest region. There's so many places it says. Those who engage in the worship of demigod enter into the darkest region of ignorance, and still more do the worshippers of the impersonal absolute. Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
Many verses to show, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Sundar Gopāl Das Prabhu, Dandava Pranam, glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
So yes, Hare Krishna. The present form or any transcendental form expanded by the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna is equally auspicious for all the universes. Since you have manifested this external personal form upon whom your devotees meditate, I offer my respectful obeisance unto you. Those who are destined to dispatch to the path of hell, neglect your personal form because of speculating on material topics. Right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, what to speak about the impersonal form is not permanent, So if the person wants to go there and think that he will not come back, then all right, good luck.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes people are just speculate too much into the things where doesn't need to be speculate, but like they are so like sometimes I'm answerless, so I need help.
Yeah, because it's explained here. Those who go to the impersonal Brahman, they after some time they get to become restless because you cannot just hang inside the light, no.
Yes.
So again they come down, they fall down again. Because they have not taken shelter of Krishna's lotus feet, no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So it is not, that's why devotees, they don't want to go to this effulgence. Right?
Yes, definitely.
So you explain to them like that.
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you so much. Yes, Prabhuji.
So we have to understand this,
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
because there is no place, it's just light,
Mm-hmm.
Those people who are killed by the Lord, they go there,
Mm-hmm.
So if we want to go there, nobody is going to stop them, correct?
Yes.
And if they can make an experiment, whether they come back or not.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Yes, Prabhuji.
why not go and be with Krishna and serve him?
Yes, Prabhuji.
I read a line in a book or lecture or letter, I'm not sure, but by drawing the Lord, we are in full consciousness of him, thus entering samadhi. Could you kindly elaborate on this? Yes, the moment you are always thinking of Krishna, that is called full samadhi. Samadhi means to be always merged in the Lord's consciousness, and that's what we call Krishna consciousness. And Krishna himself is saying in the Bhagavad Gita, anyone who is thinking about him all the time, he considers the topmost yogis. Krishna says here, of all yogis, one who is constantly thinking of me in transcendental loving service is highest of all. Yes. And of all yogis, the one with great faith who always abides in me, thinks of me within himself and renders transcendental loving service to me. He is the most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. That is my opinion. So this process of thinking of Krishna is the highest. And if you can chant, automatically you'll come to the stage of thinking of Krishna, worshipping him. And that is the samadhi, highest samadhi, not others. If we are not thinking of Krishna, then that is not full samadhi. The whole idea is to become Krishna conscious all the time, and that's the position of the first class devotee. The first class devotee is always seeing Krishna all the time, everywhere, anywhere. Yes, that's the position. For one who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me, I am never lost, nor is he ever lost to me. So this is the position of one who is always in samadhi. A true yogi observes me in all beings and also sees every being in me. Indeed, the self-realization person sees me, the Supreme Lord, everywhere. So this is the first class position, someone who is in samadhi, always seeing the Lord. Also Lord Shiva is saying, when you come to this purified stage, Vasudeva Sabditam Suddham Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Sabditam. This is the transcendental position. Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Sabditam. I am always engaged in offering obeisance to Lord Vasudeva in pure Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is always pure consciousness, which the Supreme Personality of Godhead known as Vasudeva is revealed without any covering. This is Samadhi. So in Samadhi position, you are always paying obeisance to Lord Vasudeva in pure Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is always pure consciousness in which the Supreme Personality of Godhead known as Vasudeva is revealed without any covering. So someone who is seeing God is in that Samadhi. Yes? How to not get familiar with devotees whom we are repeatedly associating with. So you have to always pay obeisances. You have to call everybody as Prabhu. In that way you will always understand your humble position. So by paying obeisances and associating and calling them as Prabhus, then you will not get into this problem. So you try to take up this service of paying obeisances. In that
Yes,
way you
Prabhu.
remember your position.
Yes, Prabhu.
So although the ISKCON devotees are chanting and following the four principles, why they didn't have the realization of Srila Prabhupada's order about Ritvik system of initiation? So you got to ask them, correct? What do they say? Why don't you ask them and see what they say?
They say that it is Vaishnava Aparadha.
How you can be Vaishnava Aparad when you disobey Prabhupada? Prabhupada is telling you to do one thing and you're doing another thing. Is that called Vaishnava? Is that not Vaishnava Aparad? Hello?
They say that it is not mentioned in our Shastras. It is also being followed by Gaudiya Matha, and we are to following that same principle.
All right, you show them this verse, okay?
Yes, Prabhu.
O Lord, you resemble the shining sun. You are always ready to fulfill the desire of your devotee, and therefore you are known as Desiratory, Vancha Kalpataru. When acharyas completely take shelter under your lotus feet in order to cross the fierce ocean of Nisan, they leave behind on earth the method by which they cross. And because you are very merciful to your other devotees, you accept this method to help them. You understand this?
Yes, Prabhu.
So here, Prabhupada is saying, all right, we will read the whole thing. This statement reveals how the merciful acharyas and the merciful Supreme Personality of Godhead together help the serious devotee who want to return home back to Godhead. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his teaching to Rupa Goswami said, Brahmanda Brahmita Kono Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasada Paya Bhakti Lata Beach. One can achieve the seed of Bhakti Lata devotional service by the mercy of Guru and Krishna. The duty of the Guru is to find the means according to the time, the circumstance, the candidate by which one can induce to render devotional service, which Krishna accepts from a candidate who wants to be successful in going back home, back to Godhead. After wandering throughout the universe, a fortunate person within the material world seeks shelter of such a guru or acharya who trains the devotee in suitable ways to render service according to the circumstances, so that the Supreme Personality of Godhead will accept the service. This makes it easier for the candidate to reach the ultimate destination. The acharya's duty, therefore, is to find the means by which devotees can render service according to the references from Shastra. Rupa Goswami, for example, in order to help subsequent devotees, published such devotional books as Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Thus, it is the duty of the Acharya to publish books that will help future candidates take up the method of service and become eligible to return home back to Godhead by the mercy of the Lord. In our Krishna conscious movement, the same path is being prescribed as follows. Thus, a devotee has been advised to refrain from 4 sinful activities. Illicit sex, meat eating, gambling, and to chant 16 rounds a day. These are bona fide instruction. Now, can you understand that 16 rounds is given by who? Given by who? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu. Srila Prabhupada has given that.
Yes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, anyone who don't chant 64 rounds, I will not eat in his house. That's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So here Prabhupada has given 16 rounds. So if Prabhupada has given you 16 rounds and he said this is bona fide instruction, and if he's giving you the Ritvik system, it becomes unbona fide? Hello? Where in the Shastra it says 16 rounds? It says 64 rounds. So if you can follow 16 rounds, why you cannot follow the Ritvik system? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
Why you follow 16 rounds? If you think that this is Ritvik is not bona fide because it's no Shastra, then you should also not chant 16 rounds, you chant 64 rounds. Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
So if you can do 16 rounds, why you cannot follow the Ritvik system so kindly given by Prabhupada? And Prabhupada said this is the bona fide instructions. How is it bona fide? You do not know how he is communicating with Krishna and getting this authorized, as Krishna said in this verse. Yes? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
And Prabhupada said he is the Acharya in the Sampradaya. He finds a suitable method. Acharya Sampradaya is strictly bona fide. Yes. Therefore, one must accept. Otherwise, one's endeavor will be futile. If they are chanting 16 rounds and following the, why they are chanting 16 rounds? If they can follow 16 rounds, why they cannot follow this? If this Ritvik instruction is given by who? Somebody else? We have what? Concocted it? Tell me. Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
Who has given us this instruction?
Srila Prabhupada.
Yes.
Prabhupada has given, yes, Prabhu.
So, if Prabhupada directly told you, why you cannot do this? How you can question Prabhupada? And why you are doing 16 rounds? You shouldn't also do that one. Yes? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you ask them like that. Correct? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm? So you try. You try to explain to them, huh? Huh? Do you understand? So seemingly they are following, but because they have disobeyed Prabhupada, eventually they will dry up, you know. Anyone who disobey, they will eventually dry up, you know. Hmm? Yes. Among all kind of offense, the offense to Guru is the worst, no. Huh? So we should be very careful and not to get into all this. If a devotee commits an offense at the feet of a Vaishnava while cultivating the kripa or devotional service in the material world, his offense is compared to a mad elephant that uproots the kripa and breaks it. In this way, the leaves of the kripa are dried up. Once a devotional attitude increases in the association of Vaishnava, Tandara Charana Seve Bhakti Sanevas Janame Janame Hoy He Abhilas. By his personal example, Narottam Das Thakur stressed that a devotee must always remember to please his predecessor Acharya. The Goswamis are represented by one spiritual master. One cannot be an Acharya spiritual master without following strictly in the disciplic succession of the Acharyas. One who is actually serious about advancing in devotional service should desire only to satisfy the previous acharyas. Ek chai gosani yar mui tara das. One should always think of oneself as servant of the acharyas. In thinking this, one should live in the society of Vaishnavas. However, if one thinks that he has become very mature and can live separate from the association of Vaishnava and thus give up all the regulative principle due to offending a Vaishnava, one position becomes very dangerous. Offenses against the holy name are explained in Adi Lila chapter 8 verse 24. Giving up the regulative principle and living according to one's whim is compared to a mad elephant which by force uproots the bhakti lata and breaks it to pieces. In this way, the bhakti lata shrivels up. Such an offense is especially created when one disobeys the instruction of the spiritual master. With this point, this is called Guru Avagya. The devotee must therefore be very careful not to commit offenses against the spiritual master. By disobeying the instruction, as soon as one is deviated from the instruction of the spiritual master, the uprooting of the bhakti lata begins, and gradually all the leaves dry up. So who is, I mean, can the Shastra be wrong? Hello?
No, Prabhu.
Huh? So they may seemingly be following, but we don't know whether they're really following. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
But if you disobey, your drying up is already going on. So why we should go into that position? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhuji, sometimes they say that the gurus of ISKCON that they are speaking to the lordships that Archa Vigraha. Is it so possible, Prabhu, even though they are disobeying Srila Prabhupada? And Is it possible that they can speak to Archa Vigraha and all?
If you offend and Prabhupada says you become useless, and you become useless, you can talk to Krishna. Huh? Does it make any sense? Whose word is wrong then? Prabhupada is lying or they are lying? Who is lying? Tell me. Tell me.
Yes, they are lying.
Oh, you understand? If there's so much saying that they are talking to Krishna, then why, when they ask, can you take them back to Krishna? No, that Prabhupada only can take you back. We are only bringing you to Prabhupada. Why you say that? If you are talking to Krishna, you can take everyone back to Krishna directly. Yes? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Even somebody is lying. Right? I don't know how if a person is broken principles, he can bring you to God, Krishna, he says, he sells himself to a pure devotee. He is not interested in us because for him, Prabhupada is very dear. Yes? Huh? He doesn't care for us. Because of Prabhupada, yes, he is showing some concern. Correct? You understand?
Yes,
Huh?
Prabhu.
If they are talking to Krishna, why they are falling down? Huh? Hello? If they are talking to Krishna, why they are falling down? Someone talking to Krishna can fall down? Hello?
No.
Yeah. You ask them this question. Can you ask them? Huh?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Can you ask them?
Yes, Prabhu.
If they are talking to Krishna, why they are falling down? So this is the problem. I try to preach to my friends as much as possible and get them to join our group, but sometimes I get shy. How to overcome shyness while preaching? The moment you get shy, that means you are in the bodily concept. So you should try to remember the lotus feet of our spiritual master and try to understand his order. So when you understand the spiritual master's order, then you are no more shy. I cannot be shy, I must fulfill the order of my spiritual master. So there's no more question of shyness. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Correct? And if you're
Yes,
really
sir.
compassionate to everybody, then you will think, I have to save the person. Yes?
Yes, sir.
If you are very shy, then how are you going to save the other person? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
You want to let him go down to hell? You think? Yes?
Yes, sir.
You should be very bold. Arjuna had to fight. Arjuna could be shy.
No, bro.
Krishna told him, give up this lethargy, weakness, and fight. Correct? Yes?
Yes, sir.
So we should fight. How to fight with a weak heart? That's why devotees, they become very strong. Huh? Why? Because they are confident. Krishna is, yes.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, Arjuna, surrendering all your works unto me with full knowledge of me, without desires for profit, with no claims of proprietorship, and free from Lataji. Yes, yes. Fight. Yes. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct. Huh? Without feverish mentality or lethargy, weakness of the heart, no? Shy. Hmm? Right?
Yes, Prabhu.
This consciousness called nirmama, nothing is mine. See that? Is there any, and if there is any reluctance to execute such a stern order which is without consideration of so-called kinsman in bodily relationship, that reluctance should be thrown off. So all this thing about the body should be given up, yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
You understand? So you should preach boldly. You're not speaking anything wrong, correct? Are you speaking anything wrong?
No, Prabhu.
You're repeating the words of Krishna, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So then what's the problem? What is the problem?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you should try to see that you're actually doing the highest welfare service. You're trying to help them. Some will take, some will not take. So those who take, they are fortunate. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Somebody also preach to you, right? If the person has been shy, he will never preach to you, no? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you try.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. I will do as you say, Prabhu.
Anybody else have questions? Yes? Any other questions? Good. A devotee must be bold, full of enthusiasm and very bold, determined. Otherwise, he won't be able to preach. Preaching is actually a thankless task. Nobody wants, but because what Krishna wants us to do, so we have to do. Krishna is very pleased someone preaches this Krishna consciousness. So we should try to execute that order of Krishna. Yeah. If you want
Yes,
to
Prabhu.
become dear to Krishna, then you must preach Krishna consciousness. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said, Yare Deka Tare Kaha Krishna Upadesh. For one who explains the supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed. And at the end, you will come back to me. So, preacher, there is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there ever be one more dear. So, why not become a dear servant of Krishna? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So, become a preacher. If you don't preach, you will fall down. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
How do I cultivate discipline? When I wake up early in the morning, for some time I feel like going to bed and just keeping japa. So that's why it's advisable if you can go to and stay with the devotees for some time. If you can go and physically stay in the association of devotees and attend their morning programs, that will give you sufficient strength to overcome this problem. Because if you are alone, then the mind is always telling that you are tired, you can chant later, you got the whole day anyway, you need some rest. So the mind is always becoming very, I would say, negative, So if you are in the association of devotees physically, then the mind will not think like this, and you will get more strength, Yes, you will get more strength. So therefore, association is very important, no? If you can go, that'll be nice. At least for some time you spend, that will give you the impetus to maintain that standard, How do you chant? In some kind of online thing, is it? So
Yes.
if you can find some time, if you can escape from this Dubai and go to any of our temple, that'll be nice. Take a holiday, go to our temple. Everybody goes holiday somewhere. So why not take a holiday and go to our temples, any of our temples, and then stay there for a few days? Or you are 16 years old. So you ask your parent if you can go for a holiday to India. Abhimanyu, he fought at 16 years old. Huh? They go on school holidays at 16 years old. Why can't you go on a spiritual holiday? Ask them. Yes. I'm sure you got relatives in India. You can use that as an excuse to go and visit relatives and then go to the Iceland temple. Yeah, that'll be nice. Which part of India you're going? Kerala. Oh, you're from Kerala. Town. So ask your father whether you can give you some time, a week so, to go to Pondicherry, which is not far away from Kerala. Quite near actually. Then go and attend maybe a few days and then you can go back. That'll be nice for you. You ask him to go along with you then. Maybe he also can go with you, stay in the temple. It'll be nice. Try. It's not supportive, huh? Oh, I don't know, in Kerala we have any place there. but I think more in Pondicherry and mostly in Pondicherry. Anyway, see what you can do. Pray to Krishna. I'm sure Krishna will help. So you have to otherwise become very determined. You have to make sure that I will chant my rounds and I will not fall asleep. That kind of a discipline should come in. Especially when you're all alone and nobody is there, it is very difficult to control the mind. You try. That'll be nice. Right. Recently, in one of the Bhagavatam class, it was shared that in the material world there's only lust between man and woman. That applies also for devotees. Women are meant to serve their husbands, so does that mean they are only satisfied? Does that mean they are only satisfying the lust? So, if a person is in the mode of passion and ignorance, then they are only thinking of satisfying their lust. But if a person who is Krishna conscious, then they are trying to do satisfy and trying to get Krishna conscious children. So when they get their lust transformed to service to Krishna, then it is not lust, it is actually becomes, as Krishna says, not against religious principle. Sex life, which is in conjunction with the Lord, it's not against aviroda, So that is very important. So that's how we should understand this. That's why we are training everyone to make sure they don't perform activities which are on the material level. So when you do things in the spiritual level, then it is so this is how we should understand. So our whole duty is to try to use everything in the service of Krishna. Then it is transformed. So in this verse it says here, Dharma avirido bhuteshu. I am the strength of the strong, devoid of passion and desire. I am sex life which is not contrary to religious principles. O Lord of the Bharata Arjuna. So when the couple, they are there to produce good progeny. So if they do their activities in that consciousness, then it is not satisfying their lust. I mean, they are doing service for Krishna. But if they are doing it for their own passionate pleasure, then that is lust. And the result also different. They will get children who are, it says by Arjuna, Varna Shankara, unwanted progeny. And that's bad because they will have to suffer raising up children who are irreligious. But if they do that as a service to Krishna, then it is very purifying. And examples are there. Of course, we cannot imitate. Devaki and Vasudev, they were doing tapasya, eating dry leaves for thousands of years before they got Krishna as the son. So austerity. So this is what Krishna consciousness is all about. To make us become, more, everything we do for the pleasure of Krishna. Then there's no lust. Huh? So women who serve the husband to get Krishna conscious children, then there is no lust. Women have to serve husband, that is the principle. But if they serve the husband for lust, then the lust is not satisfied, then they will look for lust somewhere else. That's why there's so much of what we say discontentment, separation, divorce. But if the wife is surrendered to serving Krishna through her husband, then it's perfect. There's no ground of separation. Everybody become peaceful. So the consciousness is what matters. Yes, because husband and wife, they should cooperatively work. Husband should not be a rogue, no? Husband should be also a devotee who is practicing strictly according to the rules and regulations. Then everything becomes very nice. If husband is fallen, then how to get out? It becomes mess. Huh? So we try. The whole idea is to become Krishna conscious. That is the bottom line. In every activity, we should focus in how to pleasing Krishna. That's why Krishna says, no, whatever you do, all that you do, all that you give away, do it as an offering towards me, no? Yes? This is the sum and substance, no? Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, as an offering to me. So this is the duty of everyone to mold his life in such a way that he will not forget Krishna in any circumstances. Everyone has to work for maintenance of his body and soul together, and Krishna recommends herein that one should work for him. Everyone has to eat something to live, therefore he should accept the remnants of food offered to, or foodstuff offered to Krishna. Any civilized man has to perform some religious ritualistic ceremonies, therefore Krishna recommends, do it for me. This is called archana. Everyone has a tendency to give something in charity. Krishna says, give it to me. And this means all surplus money accumulated should be utilized in furthering the Krishna conscious movement. Nowadays, people are very much inclined to the meditational process, which is not practical in this age. But if anyone practices meditating on Krishna 24 hours a day by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra round his beats, is surely the greatest meditator and the greatest yogi, as substantiated by chapter 6 of Bhagavad Gita. So this is the essence of our life, We should try to mold our life in such a way that every activity is for Krishna's pleasure. Then that becomes transcendental. It's no more material, lust, anger, greed. All this is transcended. But if you maintain yourself in the mode of passion and ignorance, then yes, it's going to be very, very painful. That's why the whole world is suffering. because they are going on this mode of passion and ignorance, and Krishna said that is your enemy. How you can become successful by working with your enemy? Enemy only gives you a lot of headache, So we should be careful. At least we should know what is good, what is not good, how to overcome our weaknesses and problems. That's why we recommend chanting Hare Krishna, following the 4 principles, especially taking Krishna Prasadam. These are something that you cannot compromise with. If you compromise with this, then Maya will come in. Maya will come in, and then your mind will be very much disturbed. So when a person has a disturbed mind, how he can do anything right? Everything will be messed up. Yes, the man sees the woman as object of sense gratification. That is also bad. They should learn how to see them as servants of Krishna and try to engage them in Krishna's service. So that is also there. And the woman should see Krishna, the husband, as a guru. Then that's also very useful. These are all, I would say, practical lessons. Yes, anything else? Any other questions? If you want to unmute, then you can also ask in case you find difficult to write. Prabhuji, so I live with my non-devotee parents. They cannot accept Krishna conscience, so they force me to eat the food they make. But I completely abstain from meat, egg and fish. I cannot have prasadam at all times, but I try to take prasadam once a day. Please advise me on this. So you become persistent. If they make the food, you don't touch it. You just take some rice and yogurt and you keep doing that. Then they will relent because they also want to see you, happy. So you also put up your resistance. If they cook food which is contaminated, you don't touch it and you try to abstain, right? Then yes, they will also relent. You become strong. Maybe you try to become, yes, you take your rice and yogurt every day. I don't think you will die. And then let's see what they say. Correct. So you become determined. That way Krishna will also give you a lot of strength. Krishna want to see, how you becoming very much determined in your effort to become a devotee. And Prabhupada is giving the example of the little sparrow which has lost its eggs in the sea. And he asked for the eggs. Ocean did not care. So he started pecking little by little water to dry up the ocean to recover the lakes. So because he was determined and doing it in a very determined manner, then Garuda saw it and he came to help. The moment the ocean saw Garuda, he returned the eggs to the little sparrow. So this is the story about determination. So you become determined and Krishna will definitely help you overcome this problem. Very good. So that is very good. You try him.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes.
Prabhu, how to practice humility, Prabhu? When I try to preach my friends, relatives, and other people, then they insult, they disrespect, or they don't show interest. So that affects me, Prabhu. So how to be not affected by all this?
As I've said, preaching is a thankless task, The best way to do
Yes,
it
Prabhu.
is always try to give them a book to read,
Yes, Prabhu.
Because our preaching, what is the use of our preaching, So if you give them Prabhupada, if they read one line, their life will change,
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
So our preaching it should be centered on how to give them a book to read, That should be how we should preach, you see. Because we may
Yes,
try
Prabhu.
to explain to them, they will not listen, no? Most of the time.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, they insult very much, Prabhu.
They become very offensive, these guys. But if they read Prabhupada book, just like your life changed because you read Prabhupada books, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So similarly, if you can make them read Prabhupada books, their life also will change. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu, yes.
So you try. You get some
Yes.
Prabhupada books and you try to distribute them.
Yes, Prabhu.
And after reading, someone comes to you, then yes, you can preach to them whole day and night.
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu, correct.
So you try how
So
to.
first, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. So first, we should not preach very much. We should give them book, Prabhupada book.
Or rather, we can talk something, but eventually our concluding thing is to give them a book to read,
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah? Because if you preach to them, they will always find fault with you, no?
Yes, Prabhu, very true.
Oh, you doing like this, you doing like that, what are you there to tell me, They don't like that, understand?
Yes, Prabhu, yes. Very true, Prabhu.
So you give them a book. By getting a book, they read one line, Prabhupada said they will change.
Yes, Prabhu.
So I Prabhupada stress on the book distribution, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you can buy some books and you try.
Okay, Prabhu.
That'll be very
And
helpful.
probably when they insult that thing very affects me so how to be not affected with such insults, disrespects?
When they say something, you get affected, is it?
Yes, Prabhu. I feel that.
So you should always try to remember the instruction of Prabhupada.
Yes, Prabhu.
Once you remember Prabhupada's instruction, then you will not be affected.
Yes, Prabhu.
So
Yes,
therefore, you also should read Prabhupada books, no?
Yes, Prabhu. I am reading, Prabhu.
Yes. Or if you are affected, then you call some devotees and talk to them. They will also
Yes,
encourage
Prabhu.
you.
Yes, Prabhu.
You may feel like this, and then you express your feeling to the devotees, and they will advise you accordingly. Hmm?
Okay. I will do that, Prabhu.
Hmm. In this way, you will help you, no? Everybody has got experience, no? So they will relate their experience to you.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hmm. Can we donate Prabhupada books as a gift, or should we make them pay for it so they can be more serious about reading? Yes, Prabhupada never wanted you to give free books, you know. Prabhupada said you must charge some money, because if they pay, then they will keep the book more seriously, you know. Otherwise, you give free, they will always throw into the dustbin, you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we should make them pay, and then when they pay, they will take home, and even they don't read, they will keep there. And somebody may read, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So giving free is not a good idea. Prabhupada never wanted our books to be given free.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. Charge something, huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Correct.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances and process in Prabhupada.
Hmm.
Prabhu, actually, I had a question. Can I ask that, Prabhu?
Yes.
So, Prabhu, my question was that when someone is coming up in bhakti, when they're starting bhakti, but they have a lot of odds against them, lot of intense suffering, a lot of odds against them, how can they remain strong in such a situation in bhakti, Prabhu?
Prabhupada said that when they are coming, Maya gives them a lot of trouble so that they become strong, you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
So just like when you go to school, there's a lot of homework and exercise, no? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
What is the need for this? So that you become, you mature in your subject. You get strength, you know. You know how to answer all those questions. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So that's the duty of Maya, to make you strong, you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
If you don't have all these tests, then you will become weak, correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So you should take it like that, you know. All
Yes,
these
Prabhu.
tests given by Maya for me to going to Krishna.
Understood, Prabhu.
Yes. And
Yes,
you
Prabhu.
feel you're not able to cross, you pray to Krishna and to pray to Prabhupada, then they will give you strength to overcome the Maya.
Yes, Prabhu.
Your faith in Krishna and Guru will also increase.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. This is how we strengthen our faith, no?
Yes, Prabhu. So challenges are made to strengthen us in our bhakti. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. That's how we should see.
Understood, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Davartanam. Jai Sri Prabhu.
After all, it is whose Maya? It's Krishna's Maya, you know? Yeah?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Correct.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So Krishna wants to see how we become strong, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So we should become very strong in our preaching. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu. Understood. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Davartanam. Jai
Yes.
Sri Prabhu.
Yes. A devotee is not shaken in the midst of the greatest difficulty, because he is convinced that Krishna is always there to help him. You understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Any other questions?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Prabhu, as you said, like we should charge something for the books, Prabhu, so we can charge half the price. or anything?
Well, you try to sell them at the full price. Why you should make them pay half price? They will spend it in something else anyway, correct?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
We should take much as we can, because whatever they give is going to go back to either buying more books or giving funding all our preaching activities. Yes,
Yes, Prabhu. Yes,
and
Prabhu.
and benefits.
Mhm.
So we should think like that.
Yes,
Or you think that, oh, never mind, let them help. I mean, help them, no, give half price. And what they will do with the other money? They will go and buy a cigarette or go and eat meat or do some nonsense. Yes?
yes, Prabhu. Yes,
Yeah? If
yes,
you
Prabhu.
take their money and give to Krishna, they're going to benefit. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we should think like that,
Mm.
Understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. You should not be so compassionate to their nonsense,
Yes,
All
Prabhu.
of them are actually giving only for their benefit. No. Understand? Krishna don't require, Whatever they give, it goes for their benefit only.
Correct, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Correct, Prabhu.
The Supreme Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is always fully satisfied in Himself. Therefore, when something is offered to Him, the offering by the Lord's mercy is for the benefit of the devotee. You see that? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
For the Lord does not need any service from anyone. To give an example, if one face is decorated, the reflection of one face in a mirror is also seen to be decorated. So whatever you give is only for your return only. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So if you take something from someone and give to Krishna, is the benefit for that person only? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So why we should not help someone? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So you try to take as much as you can. Huh?
Okay, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Any other questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, accept mine. All glories to Prabhupada.
Prabhuji, the question is going to the pilgrimage like Mathura or Vrindavan, something like that, is going there is okay, yeah, better to stay with the devotees because they are not following nowadays on the pilgrimage, and to stay with the devotees and to learn Krishna consciousness, that is important.
Well, both are important. If you can stay with devotees and associate with them and learn, it's also good. But if you go on pilgrimage, like visiting the holy places, that is also okay, not anything wrong. So both is good. So you're not that you always will go to pilgrimage 24 hours. No, correct? Sometimes you
Yes,
go, correct?
yes,
So sometime you go and you see the holy places where Krishna had done his pastimes. That is also devotee service.
yes,
You can see here, it says that there are 5 things to do, no?
yes.
That is, see. Yeah. Two thing is. Give me a minute. It says that there are 5 things to do, and one of it is to stay in a holy place, no?
Yes.
So these are the 5 things that one should do. One is to read Bhagavatam, associate with devotees, huh?
Yes.
Hare Krishna, and to stay in a holy place, no?
Yes.
So these are the 5 things that one should do. It's explained here. 5 limbs.
Yes. 5 limbs of devotion. Yes.
So yeah, these are the 5 things that one should do. One should associate with devotees, chant the holy name of the Lord, hear the Srimad Bhagavatam, recite at Mathura, and worship the deity with faith and veneration. So,
Yes.
because wherever the temple is, that is also holy place.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
Yes. If we can recite in the holy place, it's very auspicious. Tadiya means the tulsi leaves, the devotees of the Lord, the birthplace of Krishna, Mathura, and the Vedic literature Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna is very eager to see his devotees serve these 4 things, namely Tulsi, Vaishnava, Mathura, and the Bhagavatam. Yes?
Yes. Yes.
So you cannot say that, I don't want to go holy place, I just stay with devotees. Well, you can stay with devotees. Devotees, you can go along with them to the holy place also, right?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself went to the holy places, no?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
Hmm. So we should also follow.
Yes.
Because it's not easy for anyone to go there. But if someone can go, good, no? But wherever there's Krishna's temple, that is also considered as good as the holy place, no? That's why Prabhupada made all these temples all over the world. Yes? So devotees get a chance, to go and associate. So we should try. We can go. It'll be very good. Any other questions? All right, then. We have no questions. I guess we will stop here. I thank you all very much for your valuable time with me.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu and Pranam Jai Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your valuable time and your association.
Thank you all for coming on. Nice.
Thanks for the association, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
All glories to
Thank you
Srila
so much for your association, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.